Um, hmm. Alright. Come on. Come on, pull it back, iFU. Pull it back. Alright. At the bottom right, as the purple Terran, we have Sass Busy. Well, for a second I thought they were like two Sass players playing each other. I was like, wait, what? It's Busy versus Skyline? Sass just got bored of, you know, owning iFU players and they decided to play against each other. Lol. Anyway, no. Sass Busy at the bottom right. iFU Alfio at the top left. Alright, PvT on Polaris. I don't think we've... Oh no, we have seen a PvT on this map. We saw Draw beat Cryok on this map. Alright. So this should be quite interesting. Of course, Busy did recently make it to the TLS. Wow, I got it completely wrong. TLS round of 16, making it out of his group 2-0. So that was very exciting. Oops, I didn't change the names. Busy. Alfio. Okay, so looks like nothing crazy coming out just yet. That's pretty good. And so Alfio's a very good player, but his PvT seems to be very weird. Like there was one Gavin's Cup match where he played against Terror on on Eye of the Storm, and he like went 2-base Arbiter all in, and Terror went for like fast 3-base, and somehow Alfio just completely bungled the attack and died. It was very bizarre to watch. I still don't understand that game. So yeah, it was kind of like he basically had the same game plan as what Lockdog did last game, except he just like didn't actually do anything. Just kind of just died. So it's very weird. Anyway, he has sent out his first probe now. I think that was a gateway probe. He's just gonna check out what's going on. You know, it is a 2-player map, so if you send out an early probe, you can do like gas steals and whatnot. But he didn't send a probe out quite early enough to do that. Anyway, it looks like core. Yep. Can use some harassment on the SUVs. Yep. And it'll be interesting. So Busy, I think I mentioned last game as well, Busy likes to do that style that Marlon was playing, you know, FD without the tank into a lot of Ultra Crass. Although I'm not sure if he did that specifically for Match Point, because Match Point actually is very open third, so it kind of lends itself, and very easy to drop in the main as well, so it kind of lends itself to doing a very harassy Vulture style, whereas I'm not sure if Polaris Rhapsody necessarily does. I mean, thinking about it, the third bases are kind of open, the minimum only ones at least, but it really depends on where the Protoss decides to take his third. There's actually a lot of different expansion patterns, like this is the closest base to him, the mineral only over here, but I mean, this base over here is there's kind of equidistant, so you can kind of take either of these, and sometimes the Protoss will like take the 9 o'clock, so even though it's kind of far away by ground, you kind of just wall this in fairly easily and that sort of thing. So it really depends on how the Protoss likes to play it, and I'm not really sure. I don't think I've seen Alfio play a game on this map, so we will have to see. Do keep in mind, by the way, that Alfio is keeping his team alive here. He has to win this game, or else Sass will take it. It is a best of 7. And yoink, yoink, yoink. The goon's slightly faster, so it should kill it. Come on, get it, get it. Boom, nice. So, yeah. So anyway, if I cheer a lot for Alfio in this game, it's because I want to see more games. I quite like Busy as a player, but yeah, I don't want this to end in 4-0. That'll be a little bit sad. So go Alfio, woohoo! I see some people discussing the prize pool. Yeah, it is a gigantic prize pool. Like $1,500 for the winning team, only like $300 for second place. So it's a huge difference in payout, depending on who wins this this best of 7. It looks like we do have a normal FD here from Busy, though. He did get a Siege Tank this time. Not going to go the pure Vulture mode. And let's see, is he going to be aggressive with it? Is he going to be defensive? He's going to be facing a 1 gate, 1 robo. Still unclear exactly what the follow-up is here. A super fast Reaver might just be 1 gate obs expand. Either of those is a possibility. He's going to try and block this SCV from scouting. Is he going to be successful? Oh, 1 shot left. No, he's not. Oh, the SCV stops though. Oh no, Busy, crucial mistake there. The SCV stopped. He could have gone all the way in, I think, and seen the robo, but for some reason just didn't actually put, send it all the way in. And it looks like Busy, because he doesn't see an expansion yet, he feels a little bit scared and is actually not moving out, instead laying mines defensively. He's not sure what's going on, but since he knows at least it wasn't a 1 gate expand, so he decided instead of moving out with his whole attack, he's just going to move out with the Vulture to try and see what he can see. Just in case it is some kind of DT rush or something, or some kind of proxy, he doesn't want to just die. So playing it very carefully, and it is in fact going to be Reavers here. So, you can go for some fast Reavers and then expand. And the Vulture, if he sees no Nexus still, he's going to be very suspicious. He sees the probes, I think, as well as no Nexus. So Busy has got to be very suspicious now about what's going on. It's almost certainly a Reaver or DT rush, or even like a DT drop or something. So yeah, Busy should, or is correct to play this very defensively. He's got to start setting up some turrets in good positions. This is a very annoying place, or annoying map for Reaver harass, because you can see like a nice little space here behind the natural that you can drop, and if you run SCVs back to the main, it's very easy for the Reaver to bounce back and forth between the main and natural mineral line, whereas SCVs will just like keep running into the Reaver even if you transfer them away. It's not like a map like Fighting Spirit, where by transferring from main to natural, you're moving away from the Reaver. In this case, you're just basically going towards the Reaver anyway, whichever way you go. So it's really obnoxious. It's kind of like on Andromeda actually as well. Anyway, looks like the Reaver's out. He's getting speed, not getting shuttle speed. Is sending a probe over to the mineral only, so potentially going to go take this base. Yeah, looks like he is. So he's doing the 1 gate Reaver double expand. This actually used to be like very popular, kind of like a go-to build. I actually haven't seen it that much, at least on the Afrika streams recently, and I'm not really sure why. Like, Stork famously did this build exclusively for a while, and actually that lost him the OSL because he didn't even prepare for the OSL, he just only did this build. So Fantasy hard countered it by going fast Goliaths, and Stork just was very sad. So Vulture gonna see this third base, gonna try and deny it. Goon's gotta be a little bit careful not to eat that mine. Oh, yeah, he's gonna hold position here, and oh, look at this, the SCV actually barely misses the shuttle coming in. But he does have a turret in the back here. He's got a turret at the front to block DTs. He's got no turrets in the main though. He is getting a pretty quick armory, which is very interesting here. So that's definitely going to help against the shuttle. I don't know if this is just some sick game sense by him. I assume this is his crazy game sense to get this armory that fast. Or actually, I guess it could just be for the upgrade as well, since he wanted a fast upgrade. But the lack of a turret in the base is a bit weird to me. I guess he figures that between these 3 turrets, he's all completely covered, or like building a perimeter around his base, and he doesn't even need one in his main. So Busy really skimping on the turrets as well, kind of like what Marwin did last game. And that's actually really intelligent because, as you can see, the shuttle has been deflected completely, so just saved himself some minerals there, and so he can do other things. In the meantime, looks like iFU are going to transition out, just get some standard gateways and Citadel and all that good jazz. And you can see this Reaver just unable to really do anything. So yeah, nice job. I'm gonna poke around with the ops to see if there's any potential opening, but again, really nice turret perimeter for Busy here. It looks like iFU is gonna suicide. Oh my god, he's gonna suicide Reaver here to try and kill SCVs. Nope. Or he's just gonna do that. Oh, he does get the big shot off in the middle. Unfortunately, these can just be repaired. So I'm not sure what that was about. Tried to pick off a turret from the edge, but I mean, Busy's units were right there, so that was a little bit weird. And the thing about that also is that the Reaver, even if it doesn't do damage, it's quite crucial to keep it alive so that you can slow down the Terran's first attack. Because if you just plop the Reaver down here, you know, Terran has to kind of poke out, siege up, force your Reaver back, and then it's really obnoxious, and you can oftentimes get a few free kills just by leaving the Reaver at the front. But because he lost it so fast, I mean, it's a little bit harder to do that. He did make a second Reaver, I'm just trying to find it now. Looks like it's not quite done yet, but yeah, a bit of a waste of that Reaver. And meanwhile, Busy actually gone for a pretty quick third here. So is he going to float it towards the middle? Yeah, he's going to float it towards this middle mineral only. So it's actually pretty common on this map. So even though, so you see, the Protoss takes the side one here because he doesn't want to get, you know, closer to the Terran. Whereas the Terran, you know, he's going to be pushing up along this path anyway, along the map. And it's actually much easier to kind of defend this space. You can see it's a much smaller area to defend, and you can kind of wall this off. Whereas the Protoss one, it's a little bit wider. It's kind of at the bottom of a ramp. It's a little bit harder to actually hold, at least from a TVP standpoint, I imagine. At least this seems to be the usual base that the Terrans take, and then they can kind of swing out here and take this base as well. Whereas if you take this base first, I mean, you know, can you take this base? It's still quite far away. I mean, this I think is all unbuildable, so it's actually quite difficult to take another base, whereas this base gives you a springboard to your 4th, so that's quite nice. In the meantime, we've got iFU going for another base. Is that a shuttle? That is indeed a shuttle. Going for some more harassment. There is a slight opening here at the side in between these two turrets. But I don't know if he's going to figure out that it's there. Meantime, looks like iFU going to send his units over here, intercept some vultures, which he saw moving out with his ops. So nice little ops positioning right there. And he's got his 4th base going up as well. So it seems a fairly calm game so far. Reaver not really doing much. Vulture Pass, as you can see, not really doing much. And yeah, I guess we're just gonna chill for a little bit. Busy doesn't seem to have actually used. Oh no, he actually has +1 already. Okay. Well, I guess the second Reaver didn't do anything either. Nice. So, okay. Coolio he's not making another one, is he? Okay, he's not. He is gonna go up to Arbiters here, straight up to Arbiters. He's got 7th and 8th gateway on the way. Gonna clear out that random Vulture duty. So we got some good old anti-Protoss attack buildings in the front, and so Vulture is gonna come over here, try and poke around a little bit more, but it looks like both players really content to just sit back, max out, you know, split the map, that sort of thing. Generally, Protoss does not want to split map against Terran on a 2-player map. Can get pretty obnoxious if the Terran really turtles up and just builds turrets everywhere and you just can't even attack him anymore. But at this point, it's still fine. I mean, and Polaris Rhapsody does have like the double gas bases on the corners, which are easily contestable. So, looks like again, Busy just taking this base, as I said, easy to kind of move from this base to the 3 o'clock. And then eventually he can kind of poke down here and get this mineral only as well. It's after that point that it gets a little bit difficult. Again, the corner bases, the double gas bases are pretty tricky for the Terran to take. This is all unbuildable high ground here, so you just kind of have to defend it with only mines and units. You can't build like this nice little depot slash turret SimCity. So I think once Busy starts mining from this base and kind of maxes out on these bases that he has, these 4, potentially 5 bases, he's really going to have to start making some moves. And iFU, on the other hand, seems content to, again, just sit back, get his gateway count up. One thing you have to remember on this map, like most 2-player maps, you can't take another main base as an expansion, and crucially, so you can't, or rather, it's difficult to have like a second source of gateways. It's a pretty common strategy on, you know, big 4-player maps is you take another main, you build a bunch of gateways there, so you have a second source of gateways. So even if you lose a big engagement to the Terran, you can reinforce very, very quickly, and also you have since you have 2 sources of units, you can do very easy counterattacks and flank attacks and that sort of thing. Whereas on a 2-player map, you can't really do that. Obviously, there's no other mains besides your one. So even though you can potentially build some gateways in other random locations, like you can build some gateways here and whatnot, and even in the corners, you don't really have that kind of second main type feel that you do on a 4-player map. So once you get to the super late game, maxed out versus maxed out, it can potentially be a little bit more difficult to play the ground style against Terran. And here we go, it looks like iFU is going to go for an attack here. He's basically maxed. He gets a 140 supply Busy here. It looks like he might be hitting a sick timing here. He's actually hit the weak point in the Terran force here because all of Busy's defenses were focused at the 12 o'clock. Busy frantically trying to pull some units back to defend. But look at this attack by iFU. No tech units, just a shuttle with some zealots, and pure zealot goon on the ground has actually just found a huge gaping hole in Busy's defense. Oh my god, I didn't think it would be this easy. I assumed Busy had more stuff here blocking that side, but look at this, Busy forced to block the Protoss army with his SCVs. The Siege Tank's coming back, and so many zealots are going to swarm on top of the Siege Tank. iFU just grabbing a gigantic supply lead because Busy actually, by taking the 3 o'clock, he was actually like even on bases, but that means that iFU had actually saved money by not getting another base and just going mass units here and just, oh man, completely out-macroing his opponent. That mine could be huge though, that mine could be crucial. Ooh, nice mine there, but the goons and zealots are among the factories and natural expansion is falling. Looks like more reinforcements are coming down here, but look, basically all the reinforcements have been pulled back here. Busy plummeting to 73 supply against the 173 supply of iFU. iFU, just with the sickest macro, is completely overrunning the Terran, so all that fancy stuff I said about PvT late game is not going to matter one little bit here. iFU is just gone for the kill. Oh! The Manor Nexus into GG! Busy taken out. iFU keeps iFU alive. And in classic iFU fashion, cannot resist a little dig at his opponent at the end. Oh man, iFU, what a showman. Alright, this is what I'm talking. See, this is the start, ladies and gentlemen. The Manor Nexus probe transfer is the beginning of the reverse 4-3. That's what I want to see! Alright, come on. Okay, but the problem is Michael still hasn't played. So who does iFU have left? Oh, we can see Cryok versus Michael. That would be exciting. Cryok versus... Oh my god, Cryok actually comes out on Outsider a lot as well. Cryok versus Michael? Cryok versus Michael? And what? Rematch? Croc versus Skyline rematch. By the way, I just have to address this because Kata's great thinks he's being a smarty pants in the chat. He's like, oh, there's 7 replays in the folder. Clearly, it's gonna go to game 7. Actually, there's always 7 replays in the folder because in order to not spoil me, Justin always puts like fake replays there. So like whenever there's a best of 5, like if you noticed in the show match, there were 5 replays even though it was a 3-0. So it doesn't really matter. Ha! Take that, Mr. Smarty Pants. Take that! Anyway, I was right. I got one of the players right. So we do have Cryok here as the Blue Terran. And Skyline, as you can see, will be the white Terran. Let me just get my overlay going. T1, T9. Fantastic. Okay, sweet. So looks like we're gonna have a wall in here from Skyline, and to note that this is actually a rematch from last week where Skyline actually won it, or sorry, Cryok won against Skyline because Skyline decided to go for a fast tank contain on Outsider, which kind of makes no sense. And of course, he actually later joked about it in an interview where he was like, yeah, clearly didn't really prepare for the match at all. Fast contain on Outsider makes no sense because, I mean, basically, it was actually these positions, in fact. Skyline over here, Cryok at the top right. Skyline went for big contain right outside Cryok's natural, and Cryok's like, oh, well, I guess I'll just expand on the side then. And then he just like went for a bunch of drops everywhere and just did a really good job. So, that was pretty sweet. And looks like otherwise, nothing too interesting going on. I think Skyline actually walled off in that game as well. And again, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of wall-offs in TBT. It's not that useful. It's not like your opponent has any melee units to run into your base with. I mean, it does block an early SCV scout, sort of, but, you know, it is a liability if your opponent 2-facts you or something. In the meantime, we have a much earlier scout here. Actually, not much earlier, a little bit earlier scout from Skyline. It's going to get into Cryok's base. Cryok's scout, unfortunately, did go in the wrong direction. So he's not going to know what's going on. But, you know, neither player is really doing anything out of the ordinary, so it doesn't matter too much. In their last game, in addition to going for the fast tank contain, Skyline also went for Wraiths. So he went for a Wraith tank combo, whereas Cryok focused on Goliath tank dropship. But after a little while, he made a sudden switch into Mass Wraith that just like completely caught Skyline off guard and basically gave him the win in combination with some big drops as well. So it'll be interesting to see what the dynamic of this game is. I would assume Skyline will have at least thought about this a little bit more after that game and perhaps is going to go for something a bit different. Oh no! Oh no, he went for a semi-wall off and didn't block the ramp. Oh, and he went 2-fact as well. Oh god, Skyline has been completely busted. Oh god, he's hand in the cookie jar right here. Skyline, Skyline, Skyline. Now to be fair, Skyline Does always say that his TVT is his worst matchup. And Cryok, of course, is pretty beastly in like every matchup it seems. But so you know, I can understand him maybe going for this 2-fact, but that's a little bit. Oh wait, is that? Oh wait, what am I talking about? There's no second factory. What? What just happened? How did I think there was a second factory? What the hell just happened? Am I just high right now? Oh man, I'm actually just like go buy some weed and pretend to be high, because I have no idea how this happened. At least if I was high, I'd have an excuse. What the fuck am I talking about? Where? Man, I'm gonna have to go back and like watch that video. What was I thinking? What the fuck? How did? There's like not even another building here. Did he just? Oh man, what is going on? I don't even know. Alright, well that was weird. I'm like trying to figure out, because like if he was making a starport or something and I just like clicked it and misread it, like that would make sense. Or if he just, you know, built a armory or something and I just like clicked it and assumed it was a factory, like that would at least make some amount of sense. But he didn't even have a building there. How did that even happen? Oh man. Alright. Oh shit, what's going on over here? Oh shit. Oh shit! No, that's actually fine. It's a tank there. Man, I'm like freaking out here. Oh, that's cute. Oh, the block! He blocks it with the factory skyline. Sickest move ever. Blocks with the vultures first to give his barracks time to move over and block the command center. Holy balls. That is cool. That was amazing. I was wondering why he was just letting his vultures die there. Oh man, that is awesome. And look at Cryok be like, oh man, I want to do it too. I want to be cool. I want to be cool. But unfortunately, he's not that cool. And Skyline, meanwhile, is actually double expanded. Getting his third base already here. Man, Skyline has clearly figured out what's up on this map. Dang, that was pretty sweet. Man, how did I think it was a 2-fact? I just can't get over this. I think I might just be losing my mind. Uh-oh. Oh shit. Oh shit, the 2-fact the 2-tank counter. Sorry, he's got a second tank on the way. So... Oh, nice repair. Wait, was that a repair or was he attacking his own tank? Wait a minute, was that actually repairing? I assume that was repairing, but that was a little bit weird. Anyway, got some back and forth going on. See, now I'm just like questioning every call I make here. I don't know what's going on anymore. I can't even trust my own brain. It's madness. Meanwhile, what is Cryok actually doing where Skyline can take a third base and Cryok can't actually do anything about it? Like, what is he actually... He doesn't have any extra building, right? They both have 2 factories and an armory, and somehow Skyline has an extra command center. It's probably because Cryok actually has 400 minerals and he's not spending it. Like, his money is actually much higher than Skyline's right now. So... that's not ideal. And all these tanks getting repaired up. Skyline should be good to go. Looks like Cryok is actually just going to be really aggressive here. Oh, he's got siege mode first! He's got siege mode first, but it's a small tank count though, so siege mode is actually not good. Oh, that's a big mistake. That is a gigantic mistake. You never siege when you only have 3 tanks. You kidding me? 3 tanks against 6, you're going to siege up there? No. No. Tanks in unsiege mode have higher DPS than tanks in siege mode. You only siege when there's like 1,000,000 tanks, then you get maximum splash. You're not splashing 6 tanks, dude. No, dude. Dude, that is not how you do it. Look at Skyline, bossing it up. Only siege mode? Oh, he's gonna get buffered by the SCVs though. Alright, so it looks like Skyline gonna survive, or sorry, Cryok gonna survive. Skyline actually mistakenly losing attack there. And yoink. Yoink. So it looks like Cryok finally gonna get this mineral only, but you can see Skyline's been mining this for a while. Now, the only thing about that is that obviously minerals don't actually do that much in TBT anyway, unless you're going like mass vulture, which they're not. So it's not like those extra minerals are actually letting Skyline do that much. The only thing they're actually letting him do now is actually make another command center. If he wants, he can just like go like take the double gas back here, which could actually be really good. But otherwise, he's just making tanks and raids, so like he doesn't actually need the extra minerals. Any hoozle. It's like gonna remake that barracks. Notice he makes it right up the front there, so you can float it out again. You get Academy as well, and looks like Cryok going for drops. While we see Skyline going for raids again. So it looks like, oh, no, he's got just a single raid. So maybe he's going for drops as well. I mean, both are completely fine on this map. As long as you focus on some amount of air control / harassment, you're in good shape. Yeah, looks like he just made the one here because he sees Cryok has no anti-air. It's just going to be a little bitch here and just pew everything. Pew pew! Oh, well, now you're dead. Pew that motherfucker. Oh, wait. No, we're in official cast now. I'm not allowed to say that. Whatever, I'll just blame it on being high. Hey, look at that! Skyline did my idea. Look, he took the double gas. Nice! Look at you, Skyline. So smart. So smart. You see? Because the only thing good with extra minerals and TBT is command centers and turrets. Good times. Now it looks like Skyline's actually pulled back his main force here. I mean, he's the one who's just expanding everywhere. And it looks like Cryok is actually not going to just mine the minerals here. He's going to float over so he can get this gas as well. So interesting. Meanwhile, Skyline finally going to start adding on some additional infrastructure. He really needs to because he's going to start getting some massive amount of resources here from the double gas. This is quite interesting. So he's going to have 4 gases and 3 mineral bases, which is actually a pretty good ratio in TBT since you're only making gas units, basically. Meanwhile, Cryok is just chugging along as normal. 86 supply versus 100, so slight supply lead for Skyline. Looks like going to go for some drops here. Now, where is he actually going to go? He's going to potentially drop this cliff behind the natural. Going to load up some of his Goliaths first. And, oh! Did he see the dropship? It looks like he might have seen it. Oh, I think he saw it. He's going to try and intercept with his Goliath drop. Oh, it's not gonna work, bro. It's not gonna work, bro. You done got intercepted. Oh, chase it. Drop the Goliaths. Chase it. Chase it down. Oh! 2 shots left. He's still going. Alright, he's going. He's going. He might actually just drop behind here now. That'll actually be really annoying for Skyline. Oh god, that's gonna be a pain in the butt. Oh, it's a pain in the butt. Does he have drops yet? Oh, he's got his own drop. Okay, so that's fine then. Still a pain in the butt, but not as much of a pain in the butt. More importantly, he's going to actually see this gas, and he's going to realize what's going on here with this command center. So that gets taken care of easy peasy. Meanwhile, Cryok going to take this base as well, and just like ferrying a couple of tanks over, as well as that Goliath, just to make sure that base stays safe. So yeah, Cryok kind of fighting his way back into this, taking his own bases. And so basically Cryok now is going to go up to 4 bases, like normal bases, minerals and gas, where Skyline is on 4 gas but only 3 minerals. So now Cryok actually has a slightly better mineral income, or at least he will once his command center is done. It's obviously not done yet. But yeah, this is very interesting. So yeah, Cryok pulling it back a little bit. He's still a little bit behind in supply, and he's going to be facing a big drop here. But if he defends this without taking too much damage, he could be in good shape. That's a big if, though. He doesn't really have anything back here. I'm a little bit surprised he doesn't have something at least spotting back here. Looks like, oh, got a bit of a scan here by Skyline to see what's going on. And was that Cryok's scan? How did he know that was coming? Oh man, interesting scan there. Unfortunately for him, he's got no units here, but he had something in a drop though, right? Yeah, he's just gonna load up in a drop and drop on top of this. Unfortunately, gonna lose some SCV spares. Whoa, that is a lot of SCVs. Hello. Could you imagine if 2 tank shots landed on that on all those stacked SCVs? And unfortunately for Cryok, he doesn't actually drop it properly. So, oh god, more drops coming in for Skyline. Cryok, where's the rest of his army here? Cryok is in huge trouble suddenly. I thought he would have enough, but Cryok is now suddenly at 84 supply against 131. I don't know what happened here, but Cryok is about to die, but he needs to not die. Craig, you need to not die, bro. You need to actually not die. You need to win so that we can have another game. Please win. Please win. Win? Win? Maybe? No? Or not? Oh man. Oh man, that's not good. That's not ideal. And now Skyline's gonna drop this base as well. Fortunately, there's 2 tanks there. He might drop directly on top of them though, which would be quite effective. So Krog is now no longer mining his Maynard's natural. He's about to lose this base as well. He's going for the good old 2 SCV counterattack to Skyline's new base. It's always very effective. And by effective, I mean, god damn it. Well. Yes, Cryok is dead, but I think he knows that he has to win the game, so he's not leaving. But he can't win. It is actually impossible. He just lost the last of his units. Oh man, poor Cryok. Poor Cryok. Where's the ace match? GG! I'm very sad. Congratulations to SAS! They have won Gambit's Cup! And we need to make this a little bit more exciting. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second and we will make this a little bit more exciting. Alright.
SK텔레콤 오늘 이면 네온 체인 넥션
지금 도치라는 게 지금 더 빨리 도착하면 도치라는 겁니다.
이영호 자원이 10이에요. 구 이영호 자원이었습니다. 병력을 보고 없다. 김태경은 병력 나와요.
병력 허리 끊었죠.
네,
리버
머리이 없습니다.
이럴 수가 이세스가 없는 일들이 계속해서 연거번 더 나오네요.
안정원을
잡았어요.
김태경이 잡습니다.
김태경이 잡았습니다. SK텔레콤 T1을
야 정말 태경아 네가 바람이냐 이런 분들 정말 많으실 겁니다.
네, 어떻게 이걸
태경 김태경이
이게 가능성이 맞습니까?
김태경 선수 들어졌어요.
이게 정말
김태경 땅에 누웠습니다.
와 김태경 진짜 대단하네요.
Woo! SAS wins! Go Siki Bisu!
정말 멋있네요.
아니 뒤잡혔는데 그걸 바로 찔러주는 끝냅니까?
예, 드라군에 못든 걸지 않고 상대가
Woo! Go SAS!
안 좋은 지역으로 뒤쪽으로 숨어 들어가니까
SKT SAS.
어차피 6시간씩 돌아가니까 본진 내주고 상대방의 본진
Man, apparently there's a lot of KT fans in chat.
들어가겠다라는 김태경의 판단이
Fuck to be you guys.
그렇습니다. 지난 시즌 고재욱이가 2번을 패배하면서 2년간 조금 성공했던 이영호. 하지만 올해는 2번 연속 당하면서 김태경을 스타로 만들고 SK텔레콤의 3년 만에 우승 트로피를 안기네요.
네, 자신의
Woo!
그런 선수들에게 이겼기 때문에 좀 아쉬운 경기였었지만
That's Cryok. Look how sad Cryok is.
전혀 없음을 보여주는데 SK텔레콤 T1 3년 만에 우승타라 드디어 해냈네요.
그렇습니다. 이영호 선수에게 자신의 팀에게 2패를 안겨주면서 우승 트로피를 뺏어갔었던 이영호에게 김태경이 2패를 선사시키면서 결국 우승을 차지하면서 정말 감격의 우승 SK텔레콤 T1 정말 감격의 우승을 바로 이 잠실에서 차지하네요.
네, 여러분 다시 한번 콤박스로 축하해주시기 바랍니다. SK플레이 우승 SK텔레콤입니다.
SK Telecom SAS!
네.
Okay, guys, I have an announcement.
제가 1999년 11월
There's an announcement from the organizer. Let me just find it. 1 second. I got this. Okay.
이렇게 막판 끝내기가 맞습니까? 자 이제
It's opening.
e스포츠 역사의 영원히 기록된
Whoop. It's like a gigantic Word document here.
명승부를 만들어
Holy shit, this is long.
위로 올라와 주시기를 부탁드리겠습니다. 야 진짜 SK텔레
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Congratulations, a huge congratulations to SAS, of course. They will win the $1,500 first place prize. iFU will get the second place $300-ish prize. Thanks of course to our viewers. Thanks to our organizer, Ellerum No One. Thanks to our sponsor, AWA, aka Ben PP Services. But there is now an announcement. An announcement from the organizer. Look at this. I got like this big fancy Word document and stuff. Alright, I'm just gonna read this. Alright, ready? Dear Brood War community, it is with a heavy heart that I must tell you that there will be no future seasons of Gambit's Cup. This is largely due to AWA's departure from the community, as well as my heavy load of academic responsibilities. However, even with this loss, I am confident that our humble community will remain strong and persevere, especially under the capable hands of Sayle, Elmaster, and Tupacalypse. We gotta do this. The lack of future seasons does not by any means indicate that this current season was a failure. In fact, this season we saw some of our highest viewership numbers on record. I want to thank AWA for his guidance and his extremely generous prize pool. Sayle and